Welcome to the final part of my travel diaries. So right now, the things or places that I'm gonna cover is Tirukadayur, Chidambaram, and Ananthamangalam, which is a famous temple for Lord Hanuman. So just welcome to Wiki's vlog. For this is your personal vlogger. We actually started from Karaikal and we are en route to Tirukadayur. This is actually at a distance of 30 minutes approx travel from Karaikal. So the religious importance of this is the presiding deity is a goddess named Abhirami and the presiding god is Shiva. So if any individual, any person is having or conducting a marriage function, this is one of the prime destinations if you're gonna conduct any marriage in a temple. And also if a person has completed 60 years of age, in Hindu tradition in Tamil Nadu we actually would perform a small puja over here. It is of that sort of a religious importance. So I'm en route now, so if I won't be able to take photos or snaps inside of the temple, but outside of it I'll just make a shot. And there's a temple between Karaikal and Tirukadayur, which is called Ananthamangalam, which is dedicated to Lord Hanuman, and I'll also try to cover that temple as well. So just like let's get into this vlog episode. But pardon my lightings because of this travel and other issues. The sun angle will be a bit of an issue, so pardon me on that. As a first step in Tirukadayur, I actually visited the Amirda Kadeshwarar temple and the Kala Samhara Murti temple here. Like it's like you have different places where the deities would be kept. So I just visited these two lords who are like different avatars of Lord Shiva. And now I'm proceeding to the next place inside the temple. So let's see what or which god we have to visit. Visiting these two lords, when actually going around the temple, I came across Chantikeshwarar, who is one of the presiding deities in this temple. Though he may not be the main deity, but yes, he has a separate place in this particular temple. This is one of the Gobrams which is available at this temple, and the idols which are present are simply gorgeous. You just take a personal look. After visiting the Amirda Kadeshwara temple, I visited the place inside the temple where Abhirami goddess is present. So all you need to do is, if you have actually ever performed a Shashtapta Purti, which is like a sort of a function which is performed in a Hindu house once a person turns 60. Well, if you perform that function or a marriage and you wish to make any pujas or small archana over here, just come over here, purchase the articles outside the temple, get a 5 rupees ticket, come straight to this Abhirami idol place, perform the puja, and you can move out for your next place or for your journey or not. Well, I'll just go around the temple to find out if there are any other places or like any other gods available in this temple, and I'll put it up in this vlog. There are also guest houses which the temple provides for those people who want to come here and stay. And there is one thing which you need to note. Not only this, but any temple if you go and the presiding deity is Lord Shiva, you need to remember to actually sit down there for at least a second and leave. The reason? There is a saying in Tamil called Sivan Sottu Kulanasam, which means even if you take a sand particle from a Shiva's temple, it is going to be a curse upon your family. For the sort of an army which Shivan possesses will not leave you. So sit down for at least a second if you visit any temple where Lord Shiva is the presiding deity. So I'm actually now starting from Tirukadayur, and I'm moving towards Ananthamangalam, which is dedicated to Lord Hanuman. So I'll just continue my vlog from there. The one which you're seeing right now is the primary entrance for this temple. In Tamil, they used to call it the Raja Gopuram, which means the primary entrance for a temple. It's just sheer brilliance. in terms of architecture. In addition to the gods which I showed you, there is also a separate place of darshan for Kalabhairav god. So just in case you go there and you want to visit even his particular Sannadhi or the place where his idol is, you can go ahead and take a look at his idol also. Overall, this temple is like strictly for like whatever you say, like in Tamil we call it dosham, or if you want to perform any marriage sort of a thing, and after a marriage you want to do any pujas over here, this is the best place to come up. Also, if you want to perform marriage functions, in temple you can perform marriage function in this temple as well. Now I've actually arrived to the Anantamangalam temple, which is dedicated to Lord Hanuman. This is actually located at approximate distance of 5 kilometers from Tirukadayur towards Karaikal. So this is pretty small place, so better you use a Google map to arrive here, and this location is very well demarcated in terms of using a map. And the temple, it's not a pretty big one, it's very very small when you compare with other temples in Chennai. But the Lord here, they say whatever you worship to him, it comes to truth. It's belief, isn't it? Any temple you go, it's belief that helps you bring about whatever you wish for, right? Let's take a look. Once you enter this temple, you'll be able to take a look at the Dasa Bhuja Anjaneya, which means Lord Hanuman with 10 hands. And near his idol, you have Rajagopala Swami, which is an avatar of Lord Vishnu. And once you come out of there, you'll be able to find Goddess Lakshmi, one of the avatars of Goddess Lakshmi, with the name Sengamalattayar. So this is I'll just like let you know that this is a pretty small temple. Yes, and sunset is going on. So this is a pretty small temple, and it's not as big as other temples you might visit, but yet people throng here during many important functions and festivals and would place their prayers to the God with the belief that whatever they pray for is going to happen. And as I said earlier, yes, belief will certainly help you in reaching whatever you want, and also you need your effort. Now I'm proceeding towards the Moolavar Anjaneya temple, which is just opposite to the actual main temple of Lord Ram, or an avatar of Lord Vishnu is. So it's like, this is also a pretty small building. So I'll just go inside and come back and continue my vlog here. Actually, after taking a darshan of the Moolavar Anjaneya, I'm actually going around this temple as a pradaksham. But one thing to note here is, the Lord Hanuman who is present here is a combination of both Lord Shiva and Vishnu in real sense. For he has 3 eyes, and in his 2 pair of hands, one he has the Kong, and the other eye he has the chakra, which are the primary things which Vishnu would have. So typically he is a combination of Lord Hari and Lord Shiva. So when you get a chance, right, do make a visit to this place. As I said, belief will take you to places along with the efforts that you take. This is the actual history behind this particular temple, and I'll actually like post a photo of this again in the next place after this video. But if you don't know Tamil, and if you have any friends, please get their help or make use of the Google Translator. I actually like completed the darshan of the temples for today, and I'm proceeding back towards Karaikal. Why I say so, the reason is I have a relative out there and I have a place to stay over there just in case I come. And if you guys are coming and you don't have friends or relatives there, in Karaikal you have a lot of hotels. It comes under the Pondicherry district. Well, it's famous for what else to say, guys. I'll continue my vlog for tomorrow. This is the end of day 2, and day 3 it's gonna be just one temple which I'm going to, and it will be back to Chennai for me. So that's it for day 2 of my visit now, and this is part 4 of Vicky's vlog, the journey after 365 days. This is your official vlogger. So after a short trip or in a brief stay at Karaikal, now I've actually started to Chidambaram. The route would actually follow Tirukadayur, Vaidishwaran Koil, Sirgari, and then finally I would be reaching Chidambaram. So the approximate travel journey is around an hour and a half from Karaikal. So I'm actually en route now, so if I come across any places which is of importance, I'll certainly mention. But yes, places like Vaidishwaran Koil, Sirgari, Tirukadayur, these places are of highly religious importance in Tamil Nadu. So if you get a chance while you're going en route, do visit the temples here. And Chidambaram, yes, being a major religious town, it has a lot of accommodation, and so does places like Tirukadayur, Sirgari, and Vaidishwaran Koil. Actually guys, I leave you here once after mentioning my start towards Chidambaram. But wait, Chidambaram alone is going to be around 5 to 6 minutes video, plus my return back to Chennai as to what the route I'm going to follow. The main reason, my plan is not yet finalized for my return. And yes, by the way, my en route to Chidambaram, if you could see, there are a lot of mattresses and those things which could be found in the road, which could be viewed in the background. This is called Kollidam, which is actually famous for one type of mattress which you could lay on the floor called pai, which is like threads combined together, and also the julas that they call out. So if you actually observe my background here, many shops could be passing out, and those shops, anywhere you could buy, it will be of really great quality. So do take a visit there. And yes, this is the end of the first part of part 4 actually. So I'll just continue with the rest after reaching Chidambaram.